season 2 of the With Love Show. I am Kristy Love, and today I have Taryn and Greg from HoopRun. So why don't you guys basically just introduce HoopRun to everybody and tell me what it's about.
All right, well, HoopRun is an app that we have coming soon for players to find basketball pickup games.
All right, now what is the purpose behind HoopRun for the females that don't know what a HoopRun is and what's the whole purpose behind it?
Well, if you're a hooper, everybody want to hoop, you know.
Right.
So the problem with it is finding places to hoop.
Mm-hmm.
What HoopRun will do is provide one database where everybody can find a place to hoop. And even if you just want to watch your boyfriend go and hoop, you can come too.
All right, so now is it just you two involved in HoopRun? Like, how was HoopRun started? Like, who thought of the idea to even create an app for HoopRun?
All right, well, I told this story a couple of times, but
Tell it again.
all right, so basically, me and Greg worked together at Sprint, and one day he came in. No, one day he came in, and he had these 3 things wrote down on a sheet of paper, and he said, "I want to do something that involves one of these 3 things." I honestly, at this point, I can't even remember what the other 2 things was, but the third thing was basketball. And we just talked more about it, and he was like, "Yo, what if it was something where we can know where to go or play basketball?" And then he started with one level, then I added this, and then he added something, and it just kept going, and then we had the whole thing together as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to give y'all a little example here. If I was somebody that you guys were pitching to, and obviously you guys are still currently raising money for the HoopRun app. If I was somebody that you were pitching to, you wanted to give me like a bomb pitch, how would you pitch to me why I should donate money to HoopRun? And I want both of you guys to kind of take this one.
Well, the way I would do it is it would be based it's like community oriented for me anyway, because I feel like everybody should be involved in the community, and I think if we had this app and we were able to get out there and show people and more people could use it, that it would get people involved in the community. As far as us goes, with the app anyway, like we could be involved in the community if it was something big. Be people paying attention to us, so they pay attention to the things that we're doing. So that would my pitch would include the community.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. For me, I would essentially present it as like HoopRun is an app that makes finding recreational basketball easier and cheaper.
Okay.
There's a lot of people who pay $60 a month to go to LA Fitness, and all they do is play basketball there. Whereas it's 1,000 gyms around the city that just charge you $5 to come play. So we make that available. And it also gives your kids a place to go rather than being in the streets. So at 8 o'clock at night, when they're not at home and they're just out, they can be at a gym and you can know where they're at.
Now, you said something about, like your kids being in the street like that. So why do you guys think it's so important? Basically, why do you think building recreation is so important, like within our community, within our Black community?
So if you look around, you see abandoned buildings, burned down buildings, good buildings that's just not being used. As a city, if we could put those buildings to use and make them valuable to the kids here, that's like, there's no price you can put on that. It's priceless. It's everything the city needs. And this is just one step in what we're trying to do.
So is this your first, both of you guys, is this your first time like building like a business or in the process of building a business?
Yeah.
So what are some things that you guys, and both of y'all, what are some things that you guys have struggled with and learned with trying to build this business and trying to make it successful? And can we talk about this from a Black entrepreneur standpoint?
Yeah. First is trust. Initially when we were going into this, we had somebody that we were gonna do this with, a developer anyway for an app, and we trusted this man. We talked to him. He talked back to us, and his whole thing was, hey, you're Black, we're Black. We gonna do this, and this is the reason why I'm doing it. And it didn't work out like that. And I won't say it was no fault of ours. It didn't work out that way. But I think when you start in a business, you have to work with people that you think that you can trust, you know, and that's either with people that you are giving jobs to or the people that you actually working with. I mean, like me and Greg, like we butt heads on a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff, but I trust him. I don't think he's gonna do anything wrong to either hurt the company or bring us down or anything like that. So I think trust is important, and not just trusting someone because, I don't wanna say just because they're black, but you know, sometimes as black people or people who wanna empower black people, you be like, all right, well this guy's black, so we just gonna go with him, but you gotta trust him, you gotta do your research.
Sort of the same thing. He's nice about it. The guy robbed us. I mean, essentially. And that's what he was saying about trust. The hardest part for me is actually knowing what exactly to do. Because everything, is no map to it. There's no right way or wrong way. You're essentially just jumping out into the field and learning.
Yeah.
And so that was essentially a learning experience for us. And the best thing I would say is just do it. Because there's no right way. You're not going to know what you're doing or where to go. Just get involved, meet people, and attack it the best way you can.
Now, have you guys learned like the proper ways into, I guess there's no really proper way when you're just starting, but the proper ways to learn how to save and invest? Because I know like a lot of us entrepreneurs, you know, we're used to like, we might go out every weekend, we might take trips, we might buy video games, we might do this and that like all the time because it's part of our normal routine. But when you have a business, you have to learn how to say like, oh, okay, well, I can't buy that this time. Like, how have you guys learned with investing and saving?
I'll take it, yeah. So, he working on it. But you kind of got to separate your dividend. So, it's basically budgeting. Like, we have another guy who's not here, unfortunately, John Taylor, but he's like the financial management of our business. And you essentially separate what's for the business way ahead of time. So every time I get a check, this much is HoopRun's money. Mm-hmm. So that way when something does come down the line, it's, hey, we already have this saved. If we have to add to it, it is what it is. But we're not starting from zero because we already know there's gonna be expenses in the future. Because about a year ago, that slowed us up every single month. Because it's like, oh, we don't have funds. We gotta do this, oh, we don't have funds. But if you start saving before the expenses are due, it'll give you a little leeway when time comes.
Okay. So now how can people like find you guys, well, find HoopRun and I guess you guys personally, how can people subscribe? How can people, you know, donate money, buy HoopRun shirts and gear, stuff like that?
We own everything. So Facebook is HoopRun.
It's that back page.
Right, not on here. Facebook is HoopRun. Twitter is HoopRun LLC. Instagram is HoopRun. Our website is HoopRun.com where you can subscribe and you can go there to buy shirts too.
Also, we got a HoopRun TV show coming out soon.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on this show and speaking about HoopRun and speaking about Black entrepreneurship because I think it's important to continue to highlight Black businesses within our community and within everywhere pretty much. Thank you guys for tuning in to this show of With Love Show. I'm Kristy Love. You can check out this interview on KristyLoveMedia.com or you can go to YouTube and check out Kristy Love Media and we'll see you guys next week.